Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support, and to my new audience, thank you for stopping by. In today's tutorial, we want to learn how to cut and sew a halter neck dress. So the measurement that is needed is our shoulder measurement, our bust measurement, armhole measurement, the neck measurement, that is the neck depth and the neck width. And we need a fabric. This is my fabric that I'm using for this project. We need our scissors, tailor's chalk, my straight roller, my armhole roller. The armhole roller is optional. If you don't have, you can use your free hand to curve it and tape. So let's get started. So the first thing you will do is for you to fold your material. So I want to cut the front and the back together. That is why I folded the first one. As you can see, I folded it in form of triangle, folded it like this, the first one, because I'm cutting the front and the back together. Then I'll fold it again to cut both together. So I decided to pin down my fabric so that it will be in place without moving. So after folding your fabric in bias form, or you can call it diagonally, or to form a triangle, you can decide to cut it maybe the front face, then the back. If you are cutting that way, you will not fold it into four as we did. So after folding it, the next thing is for me to locate where my shoulder measurement will start. So I will place my tape to see where fits my shoulder measurement. The shoulder I'm working with is 17 inches. So 17 inches divided by 2, that gives me 8.5. So I will see where I have 8.5, where 8.5 fits in. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I will place my tape to the point that can accommodate my 8.5 inches. So but if your shoulder is 14, maybe 14 divided by 2, which is 7, you will check where will accommodate your 7 inches, which is somewhere here. So like that, if when you divide your shoulder is 9, so you check where it fits. So whatever measurement you have, when you divide that measurement, that shoulder measurement by 2, check where it will fit in when after folding your fabric. So my 8.5 is here. I decide to add half an inch, making it 9 inches. That will be for the turning of the shoulder. So that is my shoulder line. The next thing is for me to mark my armhole. For you to know your armhole, you divide your bust measurement by 6 plus 1.5. So I will mark my armhole. Then I will connect it with a straight line. Connect the points. So the next line will be my bust line. So from my shoulder to the bust point, you measure it from your shoulder to your bust point, then you mark whatever you have. The one I'm working with is 10 inches. So from the shoulder, measure it down. Where I have 10 inches. Then I'll connect it with a straight line. I believe you can see this is my shoulder line, this is my armhole, and this is my bust line. So the next thing I will do now is for me to impute my neck measurement. Remember the side, this other side, see this other side, the one that is facing the other side, this other one is facing me. So I'm doing my marking starting from here, going this side. This is the side I will curve my armhole. So the neck I'm working with, I want to make use of 3 inches neck width for the front and 3 inches neck depth for the front. Then for the back, I will make use of 3 inches neck width, that is the wideness of the neck, and 1 inch neck depth for the back. The neck depth is how deep you want the neck to be. So mark my 3 inches. Then I'll mark my neck depth of 3 inches for the front. Then I will connect it. That is my front. Then for the back, since I'm cutting it together, I'm still going to impute it here. So I said it's 3 as well, but the down will be, the deepness will be 1 inch. That is my 1 inch. Then I'll connect it as well. I believe you can see. So the next thing is for me to impute my bust measurement. So you need to divide whatsoever bust measurement you have by 4. If your bust measurement is 40, you divide it by 4, it will give you 10 inches. So the particular one I'm working with is 41. When I divide by 4, it gives me 10.25. So I'll impute my 10.25. So I will use my armhole ruler to make a curve from here to the neckline. And if you can see, I will curve it from here to the neckline. Then before then, I will add half an inch for the folding. I'll connect it to this half an inch point. Can you see? That is our arm hole. So the next thing is for me to measure how long I want my dress to be. The down part will be gathered. So for this upper part, I want it to be 33 inches with the folding. The gather will be 7 inches, which I will use in hemming the down part and joining it to this upper part. So starting from my shoulder line, I will measure 33 inches, which will be the full length for the dress. I measure my 33 inches all around. So I will cut the part out. So I'm extending the bust measurement to the bust line now. The next thing is for me to add my seam allowance. I'm using 1.5 seam allowance. So I'll cut it out. So I will first cut for the back piece before cutting for the front piece. Then I will slit this part open so that I can pull out my front and my back. So this is my back panel. Now I will cut the front neckline. So this is my front piece. Can you see? This is my front. And this is my back. For the back, I'm not going to make use of zipper. I'm going to slit the back. Then I will use either button or I will make use of hooks. I'm going to slit about 5 inches. I will slit it to that point. You can decide to make use of a zipper. I don't want to use zipper. I want to use button. So that is my slit. So the next thing now will be for me to go to my sewing machine. I will use my bias and turn both armhole for the front and for the back. After turning the armhole, I will bring it for you to see. I'll finish turning with the bias tape, making use of black bias. This is the back and this is the other side, and I said I'm going to have a slit, so I have turned the slit already. I just cut another piece of fabric, then I made it right side facing right side, then I sew it and turn it over. That is for the back, and this is my front. I have turned both armhole. So the next thing for me to do now is for me to measure the down part of my upper part, measure it all around. What I have here is 45 inches. So the 45 inches times 2, that will give me 90 inches. So I cut this other piece. This is 90 inches. And what I have here is about 7.5 inches. So I will go to my sewing machine I will gather here. I will gather it. As I'm gathering it, I will measure and make sure that it's up to the 45 inches. Then I will attach the gathers to the down part of the upper fabric. Can you see? This is for my back panel. Can you see? This is for my front panel. The next thing is for me to join the side seam using my sewing allowance of 1.5 inches for both sides. Then I'll bring it for you to see. So I finished joining my side seam. Can you see? I've joined the both side seam. So the next thing for me to do is to measure round the neck for the collar. Is to measure round the neck. Start here, measure it. So I have about 12.25. Then I will measure. That was for the front. Then for the back, I will start from that 12.25 and measure it. This 17. Then these are the part of the back. So I have about 21.75. So I've gone ahead to cut. The next thing is for you to cut a long piece like this using that measurement, 21. The measurement here was 21.75. So you go ahead to cut a long fabric, including maybe 1 inch or half an inch, so that you will use it to like turn here, then you will turn it outside. The measurement of this piece is 22 inches by 4 inches. So I will go to my ironing table. I will fold this into 2. I will iron the center. Then I will go to my sewing machine. I will sew using 0.25 there, another 0.25 inch here. Then I will sew it. After sewing it, I will bring it for you to see. So I've ironed my strap. Can you see? I have sewn this part, then turn it inside, iron it. Then I use 1/4 of an inch to fold it inside, so that it will be easier to sew. So the next thing will be for me to pin it to the neck of the cloth. Before then, I will fold it into 2. Fold it into 2. Then I will mark the center. You can decide to notch, then decide to use chalk to mark it. Then I will fold my front piece into 2 as well. Then I will notch the center. So I've notched my front piece. So I will open it up this way. I will carry it right side facing each other. Please watch this part very well. The center that I notch, I'll carry the center that I mark here, the center of the piece to the center of my front piece. Make sure I mash both centers together. Then I'll pin it down. I'll pin it round. Then I'll carry my back piece. Can you see? See, I'll place it very, very close. To the front piece. So the next thing for me to do now is to go to my sewing machine and sew it, following the way I pin the collar. So I finished joining the collar to the main dress, and I went ahead to carry the other end of the collar and place it inside to cover the rough edges. Then I top stitch round. So this is the outcome of our halter neck dress. Can you see how beautiful it looks? Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting sewing tutorials. See you on our next tutorial. Bye bye.